For more on how America is remembering September 11, we can now speak to Nathan King, who's on the line from New York. Nathan, it's just gone midnight where you are, and it will be a somber day of remembrance.
Yeah, somber and now familiar day, 8 years. You're right, the 2,752 names we read out around about 9 o'clock, just after the anniversary of the plane hitting the tower and the two towers falling. There'll also be a separate memorial with President Obama at the Pentagon, and one also in Pennsylvania where the fourth plane slammed into a field. There will also be, and this is very poignant for New Yorkers, two beams of light shining up through the skies. It's a familiar scene now here, 8 years after the tragedy, but it's a reminder of just how important those two towers were to the skyline of New York. There'll be many family members going down to Ground Zero. There'll also be Mayor Bloomberg presiding over the ceremony. But still, 8 years on, a huge hole is still in the floor of Manhattan as the rebuilding has yet to continue apace.
Nathan, as we're watching pictures of these two massive beams of light on Manhattan, how's the work going to rebuild the site of the Twin Towers? A lot of people are unhappy that it's going simply too slowly.
They are. The work is happening, but it is very slow indeed. Part of it is the economic crisis. But, you know, there was a poll conducted by a local university here that said that 25% of New Yorkers are actually ashamed of the fact that there is still a hole where the Twin Towers once stood. Anyone who comes as a tourist and locals have to sort of meander around these, which is essentially a building site. And also, there's this feeling here that perhaps that it won't get done in time. The whole idea is that the memorial and the towers will be built by the 10th anniversary. That's 2011. But things are behind schedule, and 2/3 of New Yorkers don't believe that will happen. The Freedom Tower, which is going up, which is the 1,776 feet high tower, has also been renamed World Trade Center 1. There's a feeling that perhaps that is disrespectful, and there's this malaise because of the whole idea that the financial center of New York, which was meant to move back down there because of the economic crisis, may not actually take up the offices that they have pledged to take on when the building is complete. So there is this feeling 8 years after this tragedy that lots of work has to be redone, and there has to be a feeling of pride brought back to that area, which has been lacking for so long.
All right, Nathan King reporting there from New York. Thanks very much.